Welcome to this ReleaseOwl presentation regarding our transport validation capabilities. Welcome to our ReleaseOwl UI. As you can see here, we have many functionalities, but now we're going to focus first on creating a new transport request. Here you want to provide a name, a description, as well as a type. Might be a workbench request or a customization request, etc. Now you can see it has been created successfully. And now we're going to make some changes to a class. We're going to make a few changes, also in some test classes as well, so that we can show you how the reporting will look like in the end in greater detail. Now that we have modified those items, we can now load the objects and then see the classes and test classes that we have that will be part of the execution for this transport. Now we can go ahead and validate. In the validation we have 4 options. We have the downgrade protection check, which allows us to prevent import changes that would override a newer version. Cross-reference check, which will take all the objects in the transport and check for dependencies. The cross-release check, which basically makes sure that the sequence of transports is proper. And then the critical object check is for objects that we can define as a user, and then those objects can only be modified if somebody approves it within ReleaseOwl. And here you can see the text execution report for total tests, the successful ones and the failed ones as well. Next up is the code coverage. Where you can see in the overall summary the branch, the procedure, and the statement. Branch means conditional statement coverage, which will check whether the if-else block has been executed, the procedure, which means method level coverage, and the statement will be line-by-line coverage. Below that you can see this again, but in more detail for each object itself. And next we're going to go to the ABAP Test CockPit report, and here you can see the errors that there might be, warnings, and also in general infos for each of these objects. And then if you click on the details, you get a very detailed insight on this to see exactly what's going on, what can be done, etc. Now let's go back to the transport management, and we're going to go ahead and release this transport. That was successful. Now we're going to import this into the target system, select the system we want, execute, and now we can also check on the import history and see here that this was a successful import in our QE1 system. And this completes our demonstration of this part of the functionality of ReleaseOwl. I thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.